Hey everyone, Keithbot here with a brand new variants guide on the Peashooter in Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. Before getting started, let's set a baseline for the comparisons by looking at the default, fully upgraded Peashooter. All the Peashooters have the same movement speed and health. The regular Peashooter uses the P cannon, which can fire 12 Ps at 1 P per second, before needing to take a speedy 1.5 second reload. Each P fired can deal 37 damage for direct hit and up to 10 damage for the splash damage, but direct hit damage drops down over a distance. The first variant is Agent P. Agent P uses a P silencer, which can fire 15 times at about 5 times a second depending on how fast you can pull the trigger, and takes 1.5 seconds to reload. Each P fired moves much faster and can deal 33 damage for a critical hit, and 16 damage for a normal hit. But on the downside, there's no splash damage, and the damages will drop down over a distance. This Peashooter is great if you can consistently get headshots. The second variant is the Commando P. The Commando P uses the full auto P, which can fire 30 times at 5 times a second before needing to take a 1.5 second reload. Each P travels at similar speeds to the Ps from the P silencer and can deal up to 12 damage per hit, but the damages drop down over a distance, there's no critical hit bonus, and no splash damage. This Peashooter is better for those who want an automatic weapon instead, but this P does less damage than the Agent P. The third variant is the Toxic P. The Toxic P uses the Toxic P cannon, which can fire 12 times at 1 P per second before needing to take a slower 2-second reload. Each P fired can deal 32 damage for a direct hit and 10 damage for the splash damage, but direct hit damage drops down over a distance. Any P or splash effect that makes contact with enemies will poison them, dealing 2 damage every second until 3 seconds after last being hit by a toxic-based attack. The Toxic P will also damage enemies that are close to them, dealing 4 damage a second, which can stack on top of the other poison effect. This Peashooter is extremely effective in close quarters, so it's best to get in close to those zombies and deal out poison damage, but this can be countered if enemies just keep their distance from you. The fourth variant is the Ice Pea. The Ice Pea uses, well, you can probably see a pattern by now, the Ice Pea cannon, which can fire 15 times at 1 P per second before needing to take a slightly slower 2-second reload. Each P fired can deal 26 damage for direct hit and up to 10 damage for the splash effect, but the direct hit damage drops down over a distance. After the first frozen P makes contact with the enemy, they will be chilled, slowing down their movement slightly and adding a blue visual effect. But after the third hit in quick succession, you will freeze the enemy solid for 3 seconds, where they will be unable to move or do anything. This Peashooter is fantastic for one-on-one combat and slowing down a group of advancing zombies. The fifth and final variant is the Fire Pea, which can only be unlocked by reaching level 10 as a Peashooter. The Fire Pea uses the Fire Pea cannon, which can fire 12 times at 1 P per second before needing to take a 2-second reload. Each flaming P fired can deal 26 damage for a direct hit and 10 damage for the splash effect. Once an enemy is hit by the P or its splash effect, they will become ignited and take 5 damage a second until 3 seconds after last being hit by a fire-based attack. This Peashooter deals out large amounts of damage to its enemies with its burns, making this Peashooter a valuable member of any plant defense. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comment section down below who's your favorite Peashooter and why. For me, the Ice Pea is both my favorite and least favorite because I hate getting frozen and it feels so frustrating. But when you do it to your enemies, it gives you time to relax and feel like a classic movie villain before finishing off your helpless prey. But make it quick, it only lasts 3 seconds. You can also use really silly lines like "Ice to see you" and "Chillin' like a villain." Make sure you don't miss out on any Plants vs. Zombies action by hitting that subscribe button K-Bot's holding up.